Hello, my name is Pooja. Welcome to the new episode of Around the World. China is not deterring from its maneuvers and is leaving no stone unturned to break into India's border security. Just a few days ago, China increased India's tensions by deploying a spy ship named Yuan Wang 5 at the Hambantota port of Sri Lanka, located in the south of India. Now China has further increased India's tensions by conducting missile tests near India's northern border. Actually, recently China tested a defense missile in the Karakoram range near the Indian border. With this successful test, there has been a further increase of weapons in the arsenal of Xinjiang military command stationed on the Indo-China border. Now, a few questions become pertinent here. Firstly, what is the speciality of this missile that India needs to be concerned about? Secondly, why is China equipping the Xinjiang military command station near the Indian border with advanced weapons? In today's segment, we will talk about these points. In addition, we will also try to understand whether India's border security can be breached by these actions of China being conducted across the border. First of all, let us understand why China took this step. According to Hong Kong's South China Morning Post, China took this step after the recent military exercise between India and the US. Recently, the 13th edition of the military exercise named Vajra Prahar started between India and the US in Bucklow, Himachal Pradesh. Through this 21-day-long exercise, the armies of both countries will be trained for counter-terrorism operations in mountainous areas. The exercise was conducted near the disputed India-China border. Another such exercise, that is Yuddh Abhyas, will also be held from 14 to 31st October 2022. For this mega military exercise, the armies of both countries will gather in the snowy areas of Uttarakhand, Auli, located at the distance of about 95 kilometers away from the LAC. According to media reports, the US decided to conduct this exercise with India, keeping in mind the ongoing tensions between China and the US on the Taiwan issue. Notably, India and the US are engaged in strengthening their defense ties for the past several years through these maneuvers. Actually, India has a free and open relationship with the US Department of Defense. In June 2016, the US declared India as its major defense partner. In the last few years, both countries also signed several major defense agreements. Both the countries signed LEMUA, that is Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement, in 2016, and COMCASA, that is Communications Compatibility and Security Agreement, in 2018. Both the countries have also signed BECA, that is Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement, in October 2020 to give a further boost to bilateral defense ties. In the military standoffs between India and China, the US has sided with India on many occasions and described China's military engagement near the disputed border as dangerous. India and the US have common interest in the Indo-Pacific region as well. Hence, both countries try to strengthen each other's military on various fronts for dealing with regional security challenges. This thing irks China. The recent joint military exercise between India and the US perturbed China. Hence, it conducted its missile test near the Indian border. In such a situation, it becomes important for us to know the features of the missile. China has tested the missile named HQ-17A Air Defense Missile. It is a short-range, surface-to-air missile. The strike range of this missile is less than 30 kilometers. It is an upgraded version of China's HQ-17 missile. It is believed that HQ-17 is a Chinese re-engineered version of Russia's TOR-M1 missile. The HQ-17A is similar to the Russian TOR-M2 system in terms of capabilities. The speciality of this missile is that it can be deployed on a military vehicle. HQ-17A can identify and target a missile even from a vehicle moving at high speed. It can intercept and destroy objects from a distance of about 1.5 to 15 kilometers. It weighs around 165 kg and is an integrated form of search radar, guidance radar, air defense radar, and command system. Another feature of this missile is that it also is capable of sharing data links with other Chinese systems. Moreover, It will also give military strength to China's Xinjiang military command. Now, the question that arises is, why is China deploying such advanced weapons in its Xinjiang military command, which monitors its disputed areas with India? For this purpose, we will have to understand the India-China border. The biggest reason for the border dispute between the India and China is that the LAC is yet to be demarcated. The disputed border between India and China is called LAC, that is, Line of Actual Control. There are three sectors of the LAC: the western sector, including Ladakh; the Middle Eastern sector includes Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh, while the eastern sector includes Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. India and China share a long border of about 3,488 km along these three sectors. India claims that the LAC is 3,488 km. However, China claims that the LAC is only 2,000 km long. This is the biggest reason for the border dispute between the two countries. Although both countries remain highly alert about any act of infiltration on each other's borders, despite this, a military standoff-like situation often arises. Most disputes between the two countries are witnessed in the western sector. There has been a long series of skirmishes between the two countries in this area. Pangong Tso region, Galwan Valley, the Depsang Plateau are some of the sensitive regions from where China has often tried to infiltrate into the Indian border. Tension in the region has escalated further since the military skirmish between the two countries in June 2020. Both the countries had to suffer heavy casualties in this conflict. Against such a backdrop, India is strengthening the security apparatus of this region. It is also emphasizing infrastructural development in this area. At the same time, China is also leaving no stone unturned to strengthen its army in this area. Actually, the Xinjiang Military Command of the People's Liberation Army of China is responsible for guiding the India-China border. It guards the northwestern borders areas of China. Hence, China is equipping the Xinjiang Military Command with more advanced and state-of-the-art weapons and equipment. This command has been assigned several advanced weapons like HQ-17A air defense missile, howitzer, artillery and multiple rocket launch systems, etc. According to some Chinese military experts, the borders of China can only be protected by modernizing the Chinese army. In such a scenario, India will have to work on many fronts to improve its border security. Most importantly, India will have to strengthen its security line on the LAC. India will be able to maintain its national sovereignty and territorial integrity by preventing any kind of infiltration and military activity of China on the Indian border. Let us note down the question based on today's story. India's challenges have increased after China conducted the test of HQ-17A air defense missile in Karakoram Plateau region. In the light of this statement, examine the recent possible causes of Indo-China border dispute.